People think trauma bonding is inherently negative. If you read any of those sites that like people go to that be like, am I dating a narcissist? How do I know the person I'm dating is good or bad for me? It's always like, watch out for people that trauma bond. They could have ulterior motives. I'm a sucker for trauma bonding, okay? Because even if it's coming from someone that's saying all that stuff just to appear cooler, or they're saying that to like try to ingratiate themselves with you, it's like, damn, you're not used to socializing, are you, buddy? You really need some friends, huh? Niggas are literally like that one SpongeBob scene where he's like, he's like in Sandy's house and he has like no water. He's just dying of thirst. Like, damn, you really need my friendship or my attention that bad? Here, take it. Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to trauma dump on you. Brother, it was either listening to your story or playing League of Legends, okay? I think I got the better end of the bargain. Like, for real, if I were able to choose a superpower, it'd be to absorb people's mental instability and turn it into food. I turn a nigga's depression into a Papa John's pizza with stuffed crust. This person is schizophrenic. Oh yeah? Bam! Now he's not schizophrenic, and I just got myself a whole rotisserie chicken. Doesn't get any better than this. Women with big foreheads. Doesn't get any better than that. Some women with big foreheads are ashamed of having that feature. I don't understand why, okay? You should be so glad. You should be so lucky you got that, okay? Not only does it make you appear more youthful, but it also signifies royalty. The bigger the forehead, the bigger the crown. Women with average forehead surface areas, you think they'd be able to fit a queen's crown? No, that's because they descended from peasants, okay? Peasants. Not a single drop of royal blood in their bloodline. I'd also like to add that the actual shape of the forehead matters as well, okay? It's the same thing for ass. Just because a girl has a big ass doesn't necessarily mean it's a good feature. I need them big with a good shape. If I could choose between a girl having a fat ass with fat titties or an average looking woman with a big forehead, I'm definitely taking the four-headed woman. I really don't know what it is. It just activates a fucking neuron. I just want to nurture you. I want to nurture you so bad. Here, take the credit card, cutie. Max that shit out. Yeah, let's go buy that Gucci bag that you wanted to get, and then we'll go head to McDonald's after we're done. Fast food. I don't understand how people can work those sorts of jobs. Not only are you almost always working every single minute of the clock, but the customers are also just rude as hell. I've worked only one fast food job, I think, which was Taco Bell, and it's like getting a dodgeball thrown at you randomly every now and then. Bing, there goes the drive-through bell. Bing, there goes the drive-through bell again. Always moving, always working. I remember my time as an IT field technician. I had the same conversation about fast food work with another field technician. He was like, yeah, that shit is hard and the pay isn't even that good. He was like, that shit is harder than what we're doing right now and we get paid more than them. And I wholeheartedly agree. Okay, the stuff we were doing, it's more of this methodical work that we did at our own pace. Fast food jobs, it's like, think fast, nigga, think fast. It's not hard in the sense that it's a job that you have to study for. Like, like a doctor, you got to study, I don't know, like 8 or 10 years. It's not hard like that, but it's like your brain's bandwidth and your energy is just constantly being utilized, constantly just being drained. I remember there was this like whole debate about if fast food workers should get a pay raise, and absolutely they should. Anyone that disagrees has probably never worked a fast food job and thinks that it's like equivocal to whatever minimum wage job that they've done as a youth. But no, that shit is in a completely different category than any other job, especially if you work somewhere busy like McDonald's or Chick-fil-A. It's actually crazy. Not crazier than the niggas on Instagram. I know people are afraid of those new laws where you gotta upload your identification to access certain sites. They think it's gonna allow the government to be able to like track what their citizens are doing. First of all, okay, if the government wanted to know what you were doing online, I double promise you, they'd already be able to find out anyways without that sort of implementation. Secondly, I think it's a good thing. Nah, for real. I hope one day Instagram requires ID to use the site so I can hack into their database and see what some of these niggas actually look like. Cause it be a nigga with no profile pic or a private page trying to humble somebody on Instagram. Never fails. Like I'll see a really pretty girl on Instagram and some of the comments are just so toxic. Some people see a woman enjoying the way they look and they're like, she can't keep getting away with this. I need to humble this woman. I need her to have the same level of self-esteem that I have. It's honestly sad because it's usually the most chopped niggas trying to make other people believe that they're also chopped, or at least also on the same level of chopped as they are. Some of it is mental illness though. Maybe the majority of it is. Because I remember I used to be manic as hell on Twitter, and anytime a woman's picture would pop up on my timeline, I'd just be replying mid. And that was less of me hating the woman and more of me just being a crazy ass nigga. So yeah, maybe people are just clinically crazy. Yeah, maybe you need to trauma dump on someone to get all that negativity out of your soul and shit, who knows? Maybe you might be able to cop yourself a forehead baddie. Maybe you're just unemployed and got nothing else better to do other than bring people down on the internet. How about you take all that energy, all right, convert it. Convert that shit into getting a fast food job or something like that, huh? Customers are rude, you're rude, you'll fit right in.